Hello, I'm Mark Dowling.
Hi, I am Pork Macdonald.
We are from St Michael's Boys National School, Mervue.
Our school is participating in the Fionn Science project.
We are going to set up 4 wormeries. Each wormery will provide compost.
We are going to investigate which compost is the most effective in the growing of seeds.
A wormery is a place where food is decomposed by worms. The worms need a dark, damp environment to work efficiently. The worms make a rich, nutritious compost which is good for plants and shrubs. We will have 4 wormeries. One will contain 600 grams of fruit. Another will contain 600 grams of vegetables. The third will contain 600 grams of tea bags. And the fourth will contain 200 grams of each item.
This is how we set up a wormery. First, we get a plastic container. We put holes in the container to let air in. We then get a pipe which also has holes. We put the pipe in the centre to let air into the centre of the container. I am now going to add a layer of gravel.
Next we will put bedding over the gravel. This bedding is made up of cardboard which was left to soak overnight. This will provide the worms with a nice dark damp home.
In this wormery, we are going to add in mixed items. 200 grams of fruit, 200 grams of vegetables, and 200 grams of tea bags.
I'm going to use 100 grams of worms. When I spread the worms will make their way down to the bedding.
We cover the worms with a sheet of newspaper. This newspaper helps to darken the environment of the worms. We spray the newspaper with water.
Then we put the lid on the wormery.
This lid helps to maintain a constant temperature for the worms.
These are the 4 completed wormeries.
Tea bags,
Mixed fruits.
Vegetables. We have covered each wormery with black sugar paper because the worms prefer darkness.
My job has been to check the wormeries for the past number of weeks. I check the wormeries on a daily basis. If any of the worms have attempted to escape, I fit them back. I return them to the bedding. I spray the newspaper to keep it damp. I leave the lid off the wormeries for an hour each day to let air circulate through the wormeries. The wormeries were breaking down the fruit and tea bags, but they were not as successful with the turnips. I cut the turnips into smaller pieces, and this made it easier for the worms to break down through the turnips.
This is the worm's cast and this is the worm's egg.
We are about to scrape the worm castings from the bedding of the wormery.
We gathered castings from the 4 wormeries. To each set of castings, we added 3 times as much garden soil.
We put the 4 compost into 4 seeding trays. We put plain garden soil in the 5th seeding tray. We labelled each tray.
In each tray, we planted 5 varieties of seeds: chives, evening primrose, lettuce, nasturtium and viola. We planted 3 of these seeds in each seed tray.
We moistened the compost. We will monitor the seeds in the next couple of weeks.
It has been 3 weeks since we planted the seeds. At one point we long gained and the compost dried up. We believe that had a negative effect on the growth. The tea bags provided the most effective compost. The garden soil, the mixed compost and the fruit compost were also very good. We believe that the vegetable compost was the least effective in the growing of seeds. The vegetables was too chunky and the worms had a problem breaking them down.